Woo! What up, gang? What up, squad? It's your boy, Are You Theorious? The realest, the coolest, the trillest young king on YouTube platform as we speak. Welcome back for another lit banger, man. So, at this point, man, I'm just reacting to whatever I want, man. I noticed that YouTube ain't pushing my videos. Like I said before, I keep saying the same shit. Y'all can get tired if y'all want, but every month they send you a how you're doing, like a update, right, on how you're doing. And normally when I look at how people are viewing my videos, it's from YouTube homepage, just YouTube in general, and then this thing called up next. So up next meaning the next big artist. I mean the next big content creator. I was on that. I was on my way, but I got a copyright strike on some stupid ass bummy ass stuff, and now I can't even get 100 views in a video, barely, unless it's like a hot ass video. You feel me? So it is what it is. But we're gonna go ahead and react to this, man. As you can see from the thumbnail and title, say food theory. Why did McDonald's get so expensive? I want to know that too. Cause I remember back when you would need $1.08 to get a burger. You needed $2.14 to get a burger, a fry, and a water cup. The water cup was free. You feel me? And that was your meal. That was what we used to eat before every game. What do you want, boy? Okay. Anyway, so I want to know where the prices went as well. So we're going to go ahead and hop right into this. If you're new, subscribe, like, all that helps me in the algorithm. And please share this to your social media platforms. It helps me as well. Let's get it.
How much does a Big Mac cost? I'm talking medium fries, Coke, and the famous burger. The whole meal. If you guess less than $18, this menu begs to differ. $18!
Hell
and this isn't new. People have already had their eyes on McDonald's and their rising menu prices for the last couple of months. But the thing is, this one expensive burger might set the industry standard. And soon, all fast...
Let me Google that. Hell no, y'all lying. How much is a Big Mac? Hold on. Big Mac in, let's say Texas, because I live in Texas. Nigga, it's $5.31. No, oh, I'm sorry, Big Mac meal. The meal is it's $11, and if you Uber eating, yeah, it's gonna go up to $18. If you get your lazy ass up and go pick it up, it's not that much.
Food burgers may end up costing you double digits.
It is. I'm not gonna lie, the meal's $11.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Food Theory, the show that'll never cost you $18. I'm still...
Hey, as long as y'all don't copyright me, we good.
Not over it. I mean, I know the days of the dollar menu are obviously far gone, but this just seems absurd. McDonald's is fast food. They've been synonymous with quick, easy, and cheap.
Bro, that was hard. Look at that, drive-thru. Let me see. Damn.
Absurd. McDonald's is
right here. So this is the inside of McDonald's. So they got another drive-through window right here. There's a room right here. Damn, that shit hard.
Fast food. They've been synonymous with quick, easy, and cheap meals since before I, and a lot of you, were even alive. There are some reports that claim they've even increased their prices by over 100% in the last decade. And everyone from Twitter and TikTok to news outlets like CNN and NBC have been digging into the golden arches. So much so that the president of the company came out to clarify that it's not true and that their prices haven't risen as much as you'd think. Well, today, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this issue by figuring out the true cost of a Big Mac, finding out if this is just another case of classic corporate greed, and how this might just spell the end of cheap fast food forever. The discussion around McDonald's has been going on for a few months now, and it goes way beyond just the ridiculous Big Mac price. People are upset because something that historically has cost so little is starting to seem like a lot.
That shit, hey man.
I'm trying to get the rugby sauce out.
Okay, but you gonna do that somewhere else, son. I'm doing a video, please. It's 15 cents, man. That's
luxury
wild.
item. But how has McDonald's been able to keep everything so cheap for so long? Well, like we talked about in a previous video,
they wrong for this clown. That nigga has scared the shit out of me my whole life. If I ran across him, I would fucking beat him the fuck up. Just because I owe him that ass whooping for scaring me my whole life.
Large part of it is because they really make their money through the rent and fees they charge
I'm gonna find that video where he was fighting Wendy's. That shit was funny.
franchise owners. This allows them to keep their prices low since they don't have to worry about needing to make their money through food. But even there, they got it down to a science. See, McDonald's has perfected the art of buying everything dirt cheap and marking up prices as much as they can wherever they can. Take a look at their drinks. Because of a long-standing partnership, they get Coca-Cola products cheaper than any other fast food restaurant by contract. And while it costs them almost nothing per drink, they can sell them at more than 1,000% markup. Same with their coffee and bottled water, which are actually sold at more than 2,000% markup. So for them, not making as much profit on other items isn't that big of a deal. That said, they definitely do make a huge profit off their other items. This is because they buy in the bulkiest of bulk that's ever bulked. Mickey D's is the biggest purchaser of beef, pork, potatoes, apples, go figure, lettuce, and tomatoes in the world. Full stop. The only reason chicken isn't on that list is because KFC is still around to be
KFC is butt.
number one. McDonald's uses dozens of suppliers for each of their ingredients and buys in massive
Y'all know that dude that did what's it called? Super Size Me? He ate McDonald's for 30 days. You know he just died of cancer like a month ago, I think. That's crazy.
quantities, which keeps prices as low as they can go. So even something like the Big Mac, which has a lot of different ingredients, can earn them a 25% profit on each sandwich. If you went out and tried to make a Big Mac by buying ingredients yourself, there's almost zero way it would cost you less than just going and buying a Big Mac. At least that was true before this $18 Big Mac came along. That burger, by the way, was found in Darien, Connecticut, and the $18 price tag was actually for the whole combo. The burger itself,
That's probably it's gotta be more expensive up there. Cause you know every area, every place is different. Every place is different. Like Seattle, when I went to Seattle, some things were more expensive. You feel me? So it just depends on where you are.
only cost $10.19. And I should clarify, since I'm just a PNG cutout, that I was using the world's largest air quotes there. You know what? Let's run it back for emphasis. The burger alone only costs $10.19. So if McDonald's has perfected the art of making a cheap burger, how the heck did this happen? The first step in finding that out is figuring out just how much it costs McDonald's to produce a Big Mac. Now, the most important thing we need to keep in mind is that the price we pay for the burger is absolutely not what it costs the restaurant to make it. Otherwise, they'd earn no money. In fact, they would lose money, and that's not really good for business. It's hard to say for certain how much each item truly costs the company and the owners of each store without seeing their extremely classified profit and loss sheets, but in my research, I was able to dig up waste sheets uploaded by employees that can give us a pretty good idea. Waste sheets are ways McDonald's locations keep track of how much food they throw away for a number of reasons, like if the burger happened to fall on the ground before they got it to a customer. This helps managers and owners keep track of stock and know which employees they need to send to the McDungeon. The first sheet is at least 10 years old, according to the person who posted it, but shows that back then, a Big Mac would cost 77 cents if wasted. The second sheet is more recent, from 2020, and the price has increased as expected, by 10 cents, to a whopping 87. If we assume the first one is from 2014, we can actually calculate how much the price should have gone up with inflation, the general increase in prices of goods. With 9.3% inflation over those 6 years, a 77-cent burger in 2014 would cost about 84 cents in 2020. This lines up pretty well with the price on the waste sheet. With that, we can calculate that today in 2024, that same 87-cent Big Mac would cost roughly $1.06. From 2014 to now, that's a 37% increase for how much it costs them. Meanwhile, the average price of the Big Mac for customers has gone up 32% in that same time, from an average of $3.99 in 2014 to $5.29 now, which means that as far as the price goes, the Big Mac hasn't kept up with inflation. On average, McDonald's has done a pretty good job of keeping it cheap. Okay, so we have a rough estimate of how much it costs McDonald's to produce a Big Mac, but the jump from $1 to 10 is pretty steep. Where do the other $9 come from? Well, there's a lot of factors that go into pricing, like the rent of the actual building the restaurant is in, the employee salaries, maintenance costs, and a whole slew of other things that pile on and have to be taken into consideration for each item they sell. They do all of that and still make about a 25% profit on each sandwich. It's hard to know exact specifics behind this $10 Big Mac because there's no way of knowing how the store's financials truly break down. That said, we can compare it to the price of stores where, in theory, they should be the highest, and that's none other than San Jose, California, the highest rent in the country and the highest minimum wage for fast food workers thanks to a recent bill that passed. Not just that, but it's also the wealthiest city in the country. Those three are the major...
Not Los Angeles?
determinants of final price, so the burgers there should be among the most expensive, right? Well, no. I found the price of Big Macs in all of the 17 open locations in the San Jose city limits, and the average totals up to $5.73. Even though rent is higher, employees are paid more, and people can, on average, afford to pay more there, the burgers in San Jose are just over half of the price of the burger in Darien. So what gives? Well, the answer lies in how McDonald's makes the majority of their money, the individual stores. See, McDonald's is a franchise, meaning the company allows people to use their brand, products, and services. In exchange, the franchisee pays McDonald's a pretty hefty initial fee, something we covered back in our Secret 7-Eleven video, as well as rent for the building the restaurant's in, and a percentage of the sales they make. Essentially, it's like buying your very own copy of the big company. What you might not know is that one of the rights that franchisees have in the US is that they can set their own prices. Sure, McDonald's gives them recommendations, but the price you end up seeing and paying is completely up to the franchisee. And yeah, they have to factor in things that we've mentioned, like labor costs, property prices, gas prices, and other costs that they have to make up, but they can also factor in things that aren't costs, like ease of access for the customer. The Darien McDonald's is in a rest stop right off the exit on the interstate, and it's the only one easily accessible for miles unless potential customers take a timely
That's why they raise the prices, because they know, nigga, if you want to go waste your gas, you're going to waste your more gas and time going down the way to go get you a cheaper burger than just to go here. That's why they did it. That's brilliant.
detour off the road. The owner obviously knows this and can basically set whatever price they want because people have no choice but to pay it if they want to stop for food. They also know that Darien is among the top 10 wealthiest cities in the country, so they know that again, on average, people in the area can afford to shell out the money. It's a shady practice to say the least, but it maximizes their profit, which, like I mentioned, McDonald's is all about. That said, the president of McDonald's did come out to condemn the price of the meal in an open letter to customers, because even though they're all about profit, they do seem to want to stay as affordable and accessible as possible. They're not condemning that hard though, because after all, McDonald's does typically end up with 82% of the revenue a franchise gets, meaning they're definitely reaping the benefits of the $10 burger. 82% sounds like it sucks for the franchise owners, but when you consider how many burgers a location sells, it can be pretty profitable for everyone. So I wouldn't go playing the tiny violin yet. Especially because this price tag has some serious repercussions for me, you, and all customers. Because price increases like this can have a ripple effect. McDonald's and other fast food places typically set their prices based on what others are doing. This is called competition-driven pricing. On the one hand, raising your prices might cause other places to lower theirs in order to seem more attractive to potential customers. This can negatively affect your own sales and cause financial issues. That's why in places like San Jose, you see relatively similar prices because owners need to keep customers coming to their store as opposed to their competition. That said, unfortunately, what also ends up happening is that restaurants will actually increase their prices to match their competitors. Again, this is from a profit maximization standpoint. If owners see one place is still thriving with higher prices, they'll increase theirs to get more money, especially when there's a need for what they're selling. Basically, they can drive up prices to match competition because customers won't stop wanting McDonald's. And even though they may be bringing back $5 meals, the rest of the menu won't be going down. This isn't exclusive to just McDonald's franchises either. Other fast food restaurants like Burger King or Wendy's are also competitors in this field, and the same effect can happen with them where they start driving up prices, especially as inflation keeps rising and shooting up costs for franchise owners, since they'll want to keep their profits the same in order to keep going. What this means for you is that this one $10 burger in Darien, Connecticut might be the first domino to fall in a line that'll lead to double-digit Big Macs being the new normal. But hey, that's just a theory. Food theory.
That was good. That was good, man. I mean, I feel him though. Like he said, man, it's different everywhere. He kind of answered his own question why it costs so much because of where it's at. You know, everything, all that has to play inside of why the burger is the way it is. It was very enlightening. Very. So if you're new, subscribe, like the video, comment some more bangers. If you like videos like this, you know what to do. Hit that comment section below and let me know. Till next time, your boy Thee is out. Paul wants to say his goodbyes. Good job, mama. Love you. Yeah. Oh, snaps. Alright, guys, we gone.